Hello, I'm Dr. James Bogash, Master of Health and Longevity and creator of Modern Health Mist. And today we are going to talk yet again about the absolute decimation and devastation of children's health that are caused by antibiotics. This is not the first time I've talked about how important our gut bacteria and our respiratory tract bacteria and our urinary tract bacteria. We need to have them develop the way Mother Nature intended, not the way modern medicine intended. Now, I do need to start by saying that antibiotics in certain cases can be lifesavers. But in this particular study, you'll see that 99.1% of the infants in this study were given antibiotics. That is ludicrous that we would suggest that every child needs antibiotics to survive their infant years. So all too often we give antibiotics because we think just as a protective mechanism. And unfortunately, most doctors still, to this day, are not aware how devastating antibiotics are to a newly developing immune system. And there have been some pretty strong links between antibiotics in our gut microbiome and obesity in children. And so this study drives that home. It was done in Korea, looking at almost 32,000 infants. And they looked at them initially in the 4 to 6 month age, and then checked them again in the 30 to 36 month range. So basically about a half a year to 3 years or so, and to see how they compared. Again, 99%, almost every child in this study got antibiotics. I don't really, that just floors me. That pediatricians are so out of touch with how much damage that they just give these willy-nilly. Refuse to believe that 99% of these children were at risk of death or dying or losing some limb because of antibiotics, if they didn't have antibiotics. So what they found is that the children that had antibiotics, when they can compare it to the very small number of kids that didn't, the kids that had antibiotics were 40% more likely to be obese by the time they were that second checkup. And if they started it earlier, so basically the earlier the antibiotics were started, the greater the risk as well. What else do we need to say? The idea that 99% of these kids were given antibiotics is just insane and flies in the face of every medical study that we've come across, that infants are given antibiotics at ranges far higher than they need. And second, that the links between our microbiome and long-term health are no longer in question. That means if you've got a little one at home and you want to do everything you can to make sure your son or daughter grows up as healthy as possible, then antibiotics need to be used only if it's a life-threatening condition. Anything else is going to create a life-threatening condition. As always, I will post a link to this particular study in the comment section. Make sure you share this video with maybe a pregnant mom or a mom of a newborn or dad of a newborn. And make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel.